Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is my weekly melting basket and empties, and I have some good ones in here, some not so good ones, and some fun ones. We'll leave it at that. I do have a couple of soaps in here that I think I'll work on first, and you know me, every week I empty this basket out and decide what I'm going to do first, but I'm in a different room. I'm filming in my office versus my bedroom today, so a little bit more of a different space set up here. Let's get the soaps out of the way because they're a little cumbersome. Okay, I finished up Twisted Peppermint. This was in my master bath, and this is classic. These notes are peppermint, sugared snow, and aromatic balsam. And I think I talked about this last week's video and I said there was vanilla in here and I was mistaken. It's sugared snow, which I'm not sure what that smells like. It's probably vanilla sugar of some sort. But this is classic. I like this. It's a nice, clean peppermint smell. Not too aromatic, meaning aromatherapy like peppermint, but just a nice, sweet peppermint. Next is I finished this bad boy up in 2 weeks because I put this in my kitchen probably mid-December, right before I started baking all the cookies for my dad that I sent. And you'll know what I'm talking about if you watched my videos before. I used this up, and this was nice. These notes are cranberries, champagne bubbles, and a splash of orange. Now this was very effervescent smelling. It almost reminded me of champagne toast, which is, I don't like champagne toast. It's not strong enough for me. It's nice. It's clean. It's non-offensive. Everybody can use it. But this was like that with champagne added. And I really liked this. I only bought one of these, but I wanted to put it downstairs for Christmas because, you know, it does say Christmas morning on here. So I do want to say that I know that these labels are backwards to you. I'm practicing turning my camera around and filming without me seeing myself. I am new to YouTube and I've never done anything like this before starting these videos. So I'm practicing, so hopefully you guys can see the labels normal instead of it's like you're looking in a mirror. So stay tuned for that. I hope I can get it going pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to do the empties first, I think. Well, I do have the rest of the Super Tarts that I finished melting. And if you're interested in my opinion on all of them together, I'm going to be uploading a Super Tarts Advent Calendar video today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. So, but look for that if you're interested in my opinion on all of those. They were really great. So I'm getting all of my empties here. One momento, please. Okay, I think that's all of them. Yeah, I have a lot of partially used ones this week. But, oh, there's some more there. Okay. Venkman. I melted this in my master bathroom, and I think this is just another one of Jen's vanilla bakery scents. This one wasn't anything special to me, and it was okay. It would be nice blended with something. That's my opinion on that one. Next is on Wednesdays We Wear Pink. This was part of the October 3rd sampler that she did last summer, spring, summer, I think. And this is Pink Frosted Animal Cookies, and today is October 3rd. And when I melted this, I got, at the very beginning, I could smell the animal cookies. But then that quickly went away to my nose, and I was left with it. Today is October 3rd, which is her classic, probably one of the best-selling scents that she has. And I'm okay with that because I love Today is October 3rd. It's great. I wouldn't buy that on Wednesdays We Wear Pink again. I would just melt Today is October 3rd or try another Today is October 3rd blend. But if you like that, and I know it's a popular seller, I see her repouring it, I'm happy you like it. I just wanted something stronger. I finished up Watermelon Spin Cycle. This is a great one. I actually requested this on Loafapalooza, but I don't think it was poured unless I haven't looked at the list in a few days. Maybe it was updated, but this, I would buy this again. This was a bitty loaf, and it was a perfect size. I'm not a crazy laundry person. I like a little bit of laundry. I mean, when I say that, when I melt a laundry scent, I want to know it's laundry. I don't want to melt laundry scents every day. That's what I mean by that. This, however, was the perfect balance of watermelon and laundry. The laundry did not overpower the fruit. This was watermelon dominant. It was the first thing I smelled, and then there's a cleanness that is the laundry component. And I like this. I would buy this in a large loaf, actually. This was a great one. It's a nice clean scent that you could melt and just say, oh, it's a clean, fresh scent. Good for spring, good for summer. I mean, you know, it's winter and I finished it up, so leave it at that. Christmas at the Cabin. This was a 4-pack, and I think this is either on the pre-order that's ending in a few hours, or it's going to be on Loafapalooza. I'm not sure. These notes are wood smoke, freshly cut cinnamon trees. Oh man. Wood smoke, freshly cut Christmas trees, and sweet cinnamon sticks. This was a great one. When I dropped this in my warmers, and I only use hot plate warmers, I have played around with the bulb ones, and they just don't get hot enough for my liking. I like a nice throw. I like a longevity, and I'm finding for me, hot plate warmers are the best way for me personally. Nothing against the bulbs, but in my home, hot plate works better. This one, when I put it in the hot plate, bam, it just immediately filled the air, and it was wonderful. I love this. This lasts probably about 4 hours for me, and then I had to change it. This one didn't have crazy long staying power, but that's okay because when it was going, it was great. And I know this is a popular one of hers. Next is a little 2-pack of GIGI Scented Adventures, Avo Bath Boost, she calls it. And this is lemongrass, and it's Avo Bath from Lush. It's Avo Bath lemongrass, and I can't remember what else is in here, but it's that clean, you know it when you smell it scent. It's kind of hard to describe over here unless you know all the notes that's in here, and I don't, of course, because it's just how I am, I guess. This is Vintage Chic. Here's the list. Check it twice. And if you watched a couple of my other weekly videos, I was a little hesitant to finish up the little bit I had in here. But I said, you know what, Ashley, go for it. You bought it to enjoy it. Don't hoard it. Burn it. Melt it. And I did. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookies, chestnuts and brown sugar, gooey batter, and fresh rolled dough. This was nice. I would buy this again. Absolutely. And probably not till next this year's holiday season. But this was nice. It had a perfect combination of the brown sugar, the gooey batter, the dough, the chestnuts, and the touch of zucchini bread, but not spicy. It was a creamy zucchini bread to me. I like Kirbys zucchini bread. She does it very well. Next, this is Tuscan Vineyard and GIGI Scented Adventures, and the bag tore that it was in, so I put it in this poly zip bag. And she said that this is a Bath & Body Works dupe, but I'm wondering if I know that Goose Creek Candles has a Tuscan Vineyard candle, and I'm wondering if it's a dupe of that, because, this is a grape scent. It's grape. But it's not just it's not grape bubble gum. It's not candy grape. It's a sophisticated grape, which I love. It's almost like a sister or even cousin to Wine Cellar, which I adore. Wine Cellar is one of my favorite scents. I'll never be without it. I have a couple of vendors who I really like their version of it, and this is like that, but not as sweet, if that makes sense. More heavy on the grape than the Wine Cellar is. I have a few more GIGIs. I've been trying to use up a lot of GIGI stuff because the container, my melting tote that I work out of, these kind of are weird to store. They don't line up nicely like some of my bags do. So I'm just for OCD organization purposes, I've been melting a lot of the 2-packs that I have. A cranberry cobbler. I've talked about this one before. This is a creamy cranberry with that bakery component and a sweet cranberry. I love cranberry. You guys know that if you've been watching my series. I like a tart punch of cranberry, and this is for people who don't prefer that. But if you're a soft cranberry, a sweet cranberry person, give this one a try. It's good. It lasts a long time. It fills the room nicely. I tend to melt these 2-packs down in my kitchen because it is open concept. I do have a townhouse, so the downstairs, 2 of these in the kitchen nicely fills the downstairs, and sometimes it even goes up the stairs depending on how strong the scent is that I'm melting. Next is cotton candy. I finished this up, and it's a strong cotton candy scent. I mean, cotton candy is cotton candy. You can't really describe it. It's just that confectionery sweet scent that a lot of us enjoy. I prefer cotton candy mixed with things, not so much on its own. But I bought this a while ago. I mean, this was poured in April, so I had different preferences back then because I was newer to the wax world, but now I'm a seasoned pro, I guess, so I know which ones I like, which ones I don't. Iced Vanilla Woods. This is actually going on in my kitchen right now. I still have it on. I put it in last night, but it's still going this morning. Excuse me. This is that masculine woodsy scent. It's not pine, it's not cedar, it's not aquatic, it's none of those masculine things. This has a touch of vanilla to sweeten it up, but this is a Bath and Body Works dupe, and I know a lot of people like this one. Next is Flannel, Bath and Body Works. Flannel is one of their quintessential fall fragrances that's just masculine and nice, and I like flannel. And I like it better than Sweater Weather sometimes, depending on my mood. Sweater Weather is classic, but I can use flannel in hand soap, whereas Sweater Weather I can't because it doesn't smell good on me. It doesn't smell good to me in the body formulation. So flannel is a good one. Next is Pretzel Honey Buttered Rolls Mac Apple, a little sample from L3. This was Mac Apple dominant, which I know there's a lot of Mac Apple fans out there. I am too. And then rolls, like a fresh bread. And then I didn't get much pretzel, but there was a hint of salt, which probably is the pretzel component. And the honey is probably honey butter, and I didn't pick up on that part. But that's a nice apple scent. Next is Beware the Plastics. This is Sugared Vanilla Twist, which is, I think, a Better Homes and Gardens retail Walmart wax dupe. And today is October 3rd. And this was okay. I melted this because, you know, I'm trying to get my smell completely back normal with lavender. And I have Sugared Lavender Twist actually in retail clams in my collection that I'm going to have to smell to know if it actually can be identified in this, because I just felt this was today is October 3rd. I didn't get any of the Sugared Lavender Twist, but that might be me. I know that this has been poured since this is the October 3rd collection still. This was a little bunt in there, but I know this has been poured several times. It's popular. If you're a sweet lavender person, this one is for you. Before I had my problem that, you know, killed my sense of lavender, I loved lavender, and I always liked sweet lavender over herbal, and I do know that this is a sweet lavender. So if it's for you, give it a try if you haven't already. Don't Cross Streams. I melted, this was a 2-pack tart. I melted all of this in my kitchen. I like Don't Cross Streams. It's nice alone, but I feel it's also a nice one to blend with, which I think I see a lot of Don't Cross Streams in blends of Jen's, and I prefer it in a blend. This one is the Melted Mousse. This is Rebel Without a Clause. This is Sugar Cookies, Vanilla Buttercream Crunch, and Palo Santo. And I've melted a couple of items of this vendor, and I'm struggling to get a throw from it. And I've been talking to a few wax friends, and I'm letting mine cure a little bit more. I know people have said her wax needs a little bit more cure time, so I'm giving the items that I do have left. This was part of the Christmas box. I'm giving them some more time, and then I'm going to melt them again and give them another try. This on cold it smells like, I smell Palo Santo first, and then a little bit of sweetness, which is either the sugar cookies or the vanilla buttercream. I'm not sure. When I warmed this though, it didn't throw for me. I had to get right up on it to smell it. And I like something that I don't have to work to get the scent, if you understand what I mean by that. But I have several more items in this Christmas box, and I'm going to keep melting them, and I'm hopeful that they're going to perform well for me. Okay, let's go to the partials now. The empty not the empties, I just did those, you know, the rest of my melting basket. I'm going to do the advent calendar ones last because they're in their bags. Okay. I am, I should say, I'm doing the next couple of months, my weekly melting basket and empties will be the wax community collab with a lot of the other YouTubers that's going on. If you watch videos regularly, you'll know what I'm talking about. This coming week will be clams and scoopable wax. So next week I will talk about everything that I have melted this coming week, and that video will be uploaded for you to watch a preview of what I'm going to be melting. So if you're a retail wax fan, this one will be for you, because that's all I'm doing is retail wax. I gotta get rid of what I have because they're hard to store. So in getting all of those items together, I found a tote of wax from when I first got into wax that I bought. And I don't know why I put it in my closet, but I did. And I forgot that it was there. And in it was some Yum Yum wax. And Yum Yum Wax, I think Deanna is her name that owns it. She moved, so she did a big moving sale in April. And I bought, I think it was April, March or April, somewhere around there. And I bought a mess of wax of hers, and I loved it. And some of it made its way into this tote that I put into the closet, and I forgot I put there, obviously. I probably put it out of the way for some reason, and I forgot to go back in there and retrieve it. So, anyways, Yum Yum is, Deanna is back because she's moved, and she's making her wax space or kitchen or whatever I don't know what you call it, the pouring room. She's getting it together, and she's actually building her website and putting things on there. So if you're a Yum Yum Wax fan, she's back. Anyways, enough of that ramble. This is pistachio dessert. And if you've been watching me, you know I love pistachio. And this, oh, I love this. I don't know what the dessert component is, but I'm wondering if this is a mixture of the pistachio pudding cake and pistachio dream cake, which I think are a little different. They have almonds, pistachio, sugar, cinnamon, those types of things. I could eat this. This is so good. And I actually have it going in my warmer right next to me, and it's been going for about 5 hours, and it's still going strong. That's a good one. I'm glad I shopped my collection and I found some wax I forgot about. So if you're like me, look around your house and you might find a surprise. Okay, next is Rose Girls. This is cornbread cinnamon roll muffins. This was from the from Jenny's Halloween sampler. This was in the shape of like a scarecrow or something, I think. This one I melted the other day in my bedroom and bathroom. And does it matter to you guys if I tell you where I melt the scent, or does it not really matter to you? I mean, talk to me. You know, I love to read comments. I love to reply to all of them, and I see the notifications, and I love to hear from you guys, and I'm making friends with a lot of you out there, which is one of the reasons why I got into making this channel, because I made it to help my, my mental health and wellness. I do have anxiety in my daily life, and this is a way I can share my passion for home scents and candles and wax, body care, skincare. I even do a couple of videos on skincare. I can share this outlet, and I can talk to you like I'm talking to a friend that is far away or right in front of me. And I'm really enjoying and having a lot of fun doing these. And I appreciate all your comments and your following me and watching my videos. It really means a lot to me, and it just makes me want to keep doing it for you guys. But anyways, back to the wax. This was cornbread dominant with a little bit of cinnamon roll, sorry. Wasn't too heavy on the cinnamon. This was cornbread. So if you like a straight sweet cornbread, this one's for you. I do like that one. I don't know if I'll melt that much anymore because I do want to save it for when fall rolls around. Okay, next is Savannah Blue. Now, I got this in a random act of kindness that Vivian sent me. I have not purchased from Savannah Blue yet, but I might in the springtime. March, April, somewhere around there. I've got to space out some time between my purchases of new vendors, because we all go crazy when we find somebody new. At least I do. This is called Frosted Ice Cream Coffee. These are the notes are frosted graham crackers, coffee, ice cream, and vanilla cream. Now, Vivian and I talk almost every day. In fact, we have talked daily, I think, since October-ish, maybe November-ish, I don't know. She is a good friend of mine, you know, even though we've never met. She is a good friend of mine, and she always gives me good guidance and recommendations. And a lot of these new vendors I'm buying from is thanks to Vivian. So if you know Vivian, she's very active in all the wax groups and posts a lot. She's really nice, and she doesn't steer you wrong with her recommendations. So she sent me this because we both have a love of coffee. And I'm a coffee drinker, and I'm assuming she is too, unless she's just one of those people that love the smell of coffee. But this was beautiful, and this lasted a long time. I melted this in my office one day when I was working, and this is creamy coffee. I don't necessarily get graham cracker, but there is a crusty component that comes out when it's warmed. And that probably is the graham cracker. But this is just coffee ice cream, and the vanilla ice cream even creams that coffee down a little bit more, so it's not so strong like coffee is. I mean, I love the smell of coffee. I have my mom started. I didn't drink coffee as a kid, but I knew what coffee was. I knew how coffee smelled. I loved coffee from a young age on. I was even a barista when I was in high school and college, so I've always been into coffee. So this one is great, and Savannah Blue is actually on my list of vendors to try in the spring, like I said. There is a couple of blends I've already had my eye on that I'm going to probably have to wait until holiday time rolls around because they're Christmas scents. Next we have, oh, this is one of my precious ones. Rose Girl Shipwrecked. Now I hadn't seen in a long time, but Jenny offered this at her last New Year's Eve ready to ship when she did all of her Mario melters, the extra pours that she did. This is blue sugar, Gilligan's Brew, vanilla wafers, and I think donuts, but I'm not sure. But I know it's blue sugar, it's Gilligan's Brew, it's vanilla wafers, and there's a couple of other notes in there. This is gorgeous. I love this. There's no doubt blue sugar in this, but the Gilligan's Brew is coconut, milk, and I can't remember the other thing that makes up that blend. But there's enough of the vanilla wafer and coconut in here that the blue sugar takes on a new identity. And I know there's some of you out there that are tired of pink sugar and blue sugar and whatever. There's gold sugar, there's black sugar, and I don't know if they're all related, but in my mind, they're all sugars of some sort. This I bought 2 more bags of because I love this, and I was hoarding this until I saw it offered again, and I grabbed some more. So I feel okay melting this bag. But it's just a scent that I've never smelled anywhere else before, and I've been into home scents for 25 years at least. I've never smelled anything like this one before. This is a classic one, and I enjoy it. It's not fruity, it's not bakery, it's a unique scent, and that's the way I'm going to describe that one, a unique scent, but it's a good unique. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, and we know all about this, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's, the oil has went up in price, so I don't know how many vendors are going to be offering Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I know I think Sassy Girl is not until when she runs out of her current supply of the oil, she's not going to rebuy it until she can make her own version of it because it's crazy expensive apparently. But this one, you know, this is the vanilla cupcake with the buttercream, the toffee, and a little bit of chocolate. I'm trying to get myself being a fan of Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but right now I could take it or leave it. I like it blended in with things, but just to melt it on its own. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I know there's a lot of you out there that adore it, and that's great. I'm slow to the game, I guess. Okay, speaking of Sassy Girl, this is Toucan Sam, and this is Fruit Loops, Sugar Cookie, and Whipped Cream. And obviously this one's old, and I was going through my Sassy Girl collection, and I wanted to get out some of the older labels and start melting those just because I don't want them to lose scent. And I got this in a D-stash. I don't even know how old this one is, but it still smells great. And my husband is a fan of Fruit Loops, and I try to buy some stuff that he enjoys, so he gets some enjoyment out of the wax too. Next is, this was a sample I got from Rose Girls. This is Apple Cotton Candy Marshmallow Bomb. Now, this one was really good. the apple made this scent. This is an apple dominant scent. I think it's Mac apple, but it could be green too. I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't seen this one offered to know if it's Mac or apple or green apple, but it's apple nonetheless. And it's the sweet cotton candy. It's apple cotton candy. And it's good. I like this one. I was pleasantly surprised. I melted this one in my bedroom and bathroom. That was a nice one. Oh, there's an empty here. I'm sorry, guys. Sorting hat. This was L3 from the Harry Potter collection. I don't even know what was in this. Scent-wise, but it was kind of weak to me, so this isn't one that I would buy for myself. If I see it in a blend, I might look at it, but this one is just not for me, which is okay. If you like it, yay, I'm happy. I'm happy for all you guys that enjoy scents that I don't. That's the purpose of wax, is so we can get individual happiness from it. And I hope that if you do try any of the wax that I talk about here, I hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, you know, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to give you the honest opinion of what my nose is getting from these, and I just hope that you get happiness from it. That's all that I want. This one is Merry Christmas Baby. This is Vintage Chic. This one is Eggnog, Yellow Cake, and Zucchini Bread. This guy is delicious. It's yellow cake with almost like an eggnog icing and the undertone of zucchini bread. It's not spicy zucchini bread. It's that creamy. I think Kirbys zucchini bread is creamier to my nose, in my opinion. This is a perfect balance of all three of these. They marry so well together. And when holiday time comes again, I'm going to get some more of this. Absolutely. That is delicious. Leanna's Lullaby. This one is just it's the dupe of the Johnson & Johnson's Bedtime Bath Baby Lavender and Chamomile. Now, I told you lavender is getting better, guys. It's taking on its normal identity in some blends. But this, if there's only chamomile and lavender in here, they did a heck of a job, because this is delicious. The chamomile shines in this, and the lavender is there too, but I actually found this in a D-stash. I've asked Jen to pour this, and she's poured it for Loaf-a-Palooza, which I might go on and grab an extra loaf, even though I did find a loaf in a D-stash, and I grabbed that up because I haven't seen it by itself in a while. And this is nice. I actually melted this the other day in my office to calm me down a little bit throughout the day. Nothing bad happened, but you know, we all get stuff that happens throughout the day. Next is Pistachio in the Kitchen. You know, my love, pistachio. Pistachio, cookies, birthday cake, Twinkies, and vanilla fudge butter. This is amazing. I've talked about this several weeks in a row. I like the In the Kitchen, and I think a lot of other people do. That's the cookies, birthday cake, Twinkies, vanilla fudge, and butter. This is gorgeous. I love pistachio. You know, guys know that. And the birthday cake is in here. The Twinkies are in here. The cookies and the pistachio. The pistachio hits my nose first because, of course, it's a strong oil. But I love this one. My favorite pistachio of Sassy Girl is Brandy's pistachio, which I haven't seen in a while, so I'm glad I got 4 brittles of it, 3 or 4 brittles of it last time it was offered. Next, Rose Girls Off the Hook. This is a clean, fresh scent. I got into my Rose Girls tote, and I'm going to be, I want to do a week of just one vendor to clean out my collection, because there are some vendors, L3, Rose Girl, Sassy, that I have loads of, and I really need a week where I just concentrate and melt on that vendor. So this one I grabbed out because I needed another fresh scent in my melting tote. And this, I don't quite remember the scent notes of this one, but it's aquatic, and it's kind of it's similar to like her rain, like Kissing in the Rain, Laundry in the Rain, her rain scent. But this is more softer than those ones. And it's not like coastal kale. It's not that fresh and that pungent in your nose. It is a nice one, and I think this one was pretty popular. I bought this last year, and I obviously haven't melted it till now, but I'll look more into that one because I'm going to be melting that pretty soon too. I'm going to take it downstairs in my kitchen. I fill up a little thing down there in my kitchen and I melt stuff, so I think that's going to go downstairs. We have a few more here, and then I'm going to talk about the Super Tarts video, the Super Tarts Advent Calendar. This is a longer video today, obviously, and if you guys are still watching at this point, thank you so much. I'm having so much fun doing these. This is Cursed Vintage Chic. I got this in the Fall and Halloween mystery box that I purchased. I think I got one on Black Friday. Kirby had a sale and I grabbed one up. This is Sweet Spicy Cinnamon, Cherries, and hints of orange peel. This was great. I love this. I melted this a couple of days ago. This is a perfect blend of orange peel mixed with cinnamon. And this says spicy cinnamon, but also sweet. So she's mixed both types of cinnamons, and it's perfect. It complements the orange, and there's a touch of cherry. And the cherry and orange, you know, they both are that rich, pulpy fruits that have so much juiciness and brightness to them, even eating them and smelling them. I like that. That's a good one. Next, we have Candles by Chrissy. This is a vendor that I bought from earlier in my days of just finding out vendor wax. I had done a candle exchange in another Facebook group, and the person sent me some Candles by Chrissy, so I bought a bunch of clams and some other items and candles along the way. But I had to decide some vendors I was buying from. I had to put them on I had to cut them from my list because I found a lot of other vendors I fell in love with, like Destination Wax, Sassy Girl, L3, Rose Girls, Vintage Chic. I found more that I'm more attracted to and grab for. So I had to push Chrissy out of the way. And if you guys are fans and buy from her, I'm happy because she custom pours wax, and she's a nice girl. And this one is Captain Crunch Berries, and this is obviously the cereal, the plain cereal oil. And my husband loves cereal scents, and I got him some of these last order. I think this was the last order I made. It was in May. So that is, I got the cereal. I got a bunch of Fruit Loops and different things too. Next is a little sample of Destination Wax Ivory Soap. It says Ivory Soap. I don't even have to smell it. It's Ivory Soap. And I've used Ivory throughout my life here and there, and sometimes I just like to smell a soap. And there is a vendor that has Dial, like the yellow antibacterial Dial soap, that I probably would buy because I'm one of those people that like the smell of soap. And but that Ivory is spot on. Rebecca did a great job with that. And speaking of Destination Wax, this is Charcoal Tonka. This is smoked tonka bean, cedar, black pepper, patchouli, spices, and a touch of vanilla. This one, I had a couple of these cups, and I don't hate this scent, but I think it's a little too smoky for me. And yes, it's smoked tonka bean. This has patchouli, cedar, and smokiness to it. I do smell the patchouli in here, so if you're not a patchouli fan, don't try this because you probably won't like it. The smoky is a little bit too much for my liking. It's not a sweet smoky like Marshmallow Fireside is. It's a smoky, more like wood smoke. And there's a couple of other ones that Rebecca has that has smoke in it. I can't remember right now. I had them in my collection of Destination Wax, but I kind of go through vendors and I grab a bunch and melt, and then I don't melt them for a while kind of thing. But this one, if you like, I know Charcoal Tonka is a really popular blend all over the place, and it's too smoky for me. And I just wanted to give you my honest opinion on that one. And I don't hate it. Obviously, I've put many orders in with Destination Wax, so it's not a vendor thing. It's me. It's too smoky for my nose. Next is Kirbys Saturday Evening Post. And I figured I might as well go ahead and melt this because I do have a blossom bar in this, so it will last me for quite some time. This is her zucchini bread and vanilla bean Noel. This is creamy zucchini bread. It's delicious. It's perfect. And if you like zucchini bread and you haven't tried this, you'll like this one. Trust me. Vivian recommended that one too. Shout out to Vivian. Destination. I thought I had all of you guys. Fresh lettuce. Now, this is a different one. Rebecca has a lot of unique scents, and I love unique scents. I always have, and I find myself as I'm more experienced in the wax world. I mean, I know I've only been buying for a year, and there's some of you out there that have been buying for a long time, but I'm finding I love more unique scents that I can't find everywhere else. I mean, we can all get strawberry pound cake from just about any vendor. I want something that sets you apart and makes me want more from you because of your creativity and your just amazing blending skills. And fresh lettuce is crisp, watery, fresh green scent. This smells like lettuce, guys. I don't know how she does it, but it smells like lettuce. And it is that not iceberg. It has a little bit more. It's not romaine. It's the other, I can't remember the name of it right now. But it is that nice green lettuce that if you go into the produce section and buy a head of lettuce, not the iceberg, not the round one, the fluffier kind. I can't remember the name of it right now. That's embarrassing, but it is what it is. It smells like if you break off a nice crisp leaf of that and smell that. That's what this is. And I like this. I have been hesitant to warm this because I would want to warm it all at one time, but I'm pacing myself with this because I know that she offers everything at the beginning of the month, but I'm trying to do a low buy and I don't want to go crazy all the time buying scents, and I'm trying to be good. So this one I treated myself and I melted a couple of these cubes, but this is definitely a lettuce green scent. It's nice to clean the air. I do like that. Next we have Melted Mousse, Kiss Me at Midnight. This one was cashmere plum and vanilla champagne. And this one was another lightly scented one to my nose. I melted this in my bathroom, so it was a small space. And this was plum champagne, and I got a little bit of the champagne, mostly champagne, a little bit of effervescence. This was okay, and I have more of the Christmas box, which is what this was part of. I'm going to let cure a little bit more and then give those a try. And then finally, before I go to the Super Tarts, this one is Sniff My Tarts Sugar Cookie Latte. Vivian sent me this in a random act of kindness, and I'll tell you, I don't know the notes of this other than sugar cookie and latte, but this was delicious. It is perfectly balanced coffee with bread and bakery. It's perfectly balanced. This is nice. We like coffee scents, so I know that's why she sent me this one. That was a beautiful scent, and I don't know much about Sniff My Tarts. I can't find them in Facebook unless their group is hidden. I'm obviously not a member in there, and I can't find it, so if someone wants to add me, they can. If they're even still in business, I don't know. I think they are, but I'm not sure. Okay, these are the rest of the Super Tarts Advent Calendar. I have 4 of these to talk about, and then this video is done. So I know it's a long one. This first one, and since yesterday was Friday. Yesterday, Brandy from Super Tarts. It's the extra advent calendar and her Christmas sampler. It's her pre-order for some of these scents. And these now have names, and I don't know the names, guys, and I'm sorry. So if you're interested in my opinion of these, I am going to be doing another video of just exclusive Christmas Advent, my review of those. And you'll have to look at her Facebook post or her page and see what the names are, because I don't know the names. I can just tell you the notes and then you find them from there. Okay, this first one is pink cranberries, whipped cream, and waffle cone. This smells like pink sugar to me. It's a sweet scent. It's definitely a sweet cranberry. It's not a tart cranberry. The waffle cone is in here. Very subtle. It comes alive more when it's warmed. And the whipped cream there, of course, is just there for creaminess and sweetness. I liked this one. This is not one I would buy again, but I like this. I will enjoy this. I cut it into thirds, and some of the cutting, you know, you cut wax, you know what I'm talking about. I will enjoy this when I have this shot cup. But if you're a sweet, candy sweet, this one's for you. These have dates on them, and I will talk about those in my video if you're interested in watching that one. But this next one is spearmint, Palo Santo, rainwater, eucalyptus, and thyme. Now, I like this one. And I've been talking to, in the post that Brandy made yesterday, I've been talking to people. I've private messaged with some people asking about different scent notes. And this one, this is spearmint dominant, but it kind of smells grassy to me because the eucalyptus and the thyme in here. If I just walk into a room and walk out, it smells like minty grass. But if I put my nose down close to it, it's the eucalyptus and the thyme that's making that vibe. It's not grass. There's no grass in here. But if you do melt this or you do buy this and you get it home and it smells like grass to you, my opinion is that's the eucalyptus and thyme. That said, the spearmint in here is nice. The rain gives it a crispness. These scents last for hours. These were beautifully done, in my opinion. Beautifully blended. The creativity there was A+. And I like this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy more of this one because I have some others I want to buy, and I'm trying to do a low buy, so I've got to be smart with it. But that's my opinion of that one. Next one here is plum, walnut baklava, and Santa's cookies. This one is plum dominant, absolutely, with a touch of walnut. This one wasn't one of my favorites because I'm finding with myself plum just smells artificial to me. And it's when it's warmed, I don't smell any cookies. I smell a little bit of maybe because baklava has walnut in it, obviously. It's sweet. It has phyllo dough. It has sugar. It's syrupy. It has that in it. But the plum, I wouldn't buy this one again for me, but it's nice when you just want a fruity bakery. But it's not heavy bakery or heavy fruit. It's seamlessly blended. That's how I will describe that one. Last one, guys, and then this video's over for this week. I know this is probably one of my longest videos, so thank you for watching. Okay, this one I've had questions on too. This one is Blackberry Peppermint Snowy Night. Now, if you're in the Super Tarts Facebook group, you can probably see my comment. Somebody asked about this one, and I said, on cold, it smells medicinal. And I feel, my opinion is blackberry. The complexity of blackberry as a scent. Sometimes it can take on a medicinal scent, but that quickly goes away when this was warmed. That blackberry developed into a more of a true fruit scent. And then the peppermint is there. The peppermint fills the nostrils with that nice, that menthol scent that we all love about peppermint. And then Snowy Night, I'm not quite sure the notes of Snowy Night. I tried to look for them and I failed. I couldn't find it. But it's probably, if I had to say, it's probably a fresher scent. And this is a fresh scent with a touch of blackberry. Now, if you get this or you have this and it kind of smells medicinal, that's what I get too, but that goes away when it's warm. That's my opinion of that one. Okay, guys, I have had so much fun talking to you guys today and doing this video for you. And like I said, next week will be about the wax collab, all retail, and I'm not going to do any scoops because I only have a few scoops and I want to get my retail out of my house. So, okay, I hope you guys all have a great weekend and I'll talk to you soon.